Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name's Janelle and I upload new videos every Wednesday and Friday. I wanted to film a get ready with me because I was feeling so just like down the last couple days, so ugly, so unmotivated, so uninspired when it came to makeup, doing the same makeup looks again and again, and I just like almost lost my passion. So I was like, you know what, let me just film, try something different, be creative even though I'm not feeling it. And this is the look that we came up with, and not gonna lie, I'm kind of obsessed. So if you guys want to see me going from being like just like super to just like feeling so much better, then definitely please keep watching. But before you go anywhere, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every Wednesday and Friday when I upload. Love you guys. Alright, so let's jump right in. First off, let's do something off these brows because they are driving me crazy. I'm just gonna take my little tinkle razor from Amazon. And I don't always do this. Normally if I have time, I'll go in and tweeze because then my brow hairs will grow back super thick like literally the next day. But when I'm in a rush and I just need to transform myself real quick, I'll take this razor. Also, I already did all of my skin prep. I went in with like moisturizer, serums, all of that. I will link all of my skincare down below. I found a new really good vitamin C serum by Naturium, and I have been loving the way it's leaving my skin like feeling. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my skin was going through it, hence why I have this like giant mark here. And so I had to just like reevaluate the skincare products that I was using. So next up, taking my L'Oreal True Match Glotions. I have been loving these. I have them in the shades medium and deep, and I go ahead and mix them. The medium was a little bit too neutral. This is obviously a little bit too dark and like golden, but together it's like the perfect combination. And then just like work it in a brush and just buff it on my skin. I normally like how it applies best with my fingers, but I also never tried blending it out with a brush, so we'll see. I notice that I feel best when I feel like my skin just looks really good and it doesn't look too cakey. And this product just really helps give your skin that like natural lit from within glow. All right, so next up to making me feel a little bit better is contouring. If I eat like crap the night before, normally my face is just super swollen. So contouring just makes me feel better, makes me feel more sculpted. So we're gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. This is in the shade 355 Deep Cocoa, and we're going to contour the heck out of my face. This is like a very kind of like 2016 moment of intense contour. But you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you've been off your diet too much and you just gotta go in with the contour. And you know what? If it makes you feel better, do you. I think I went a little crazy, but luckily this contour blends out really easy. I'm just gonna be blending it out with the same brush. Following that, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I've been really enjoying this concealer lately. Ever since I filmed that drugstore video, I like grabbed for this one more than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer that I was using. And I'm going to apply this underneath of my eyes. I'm in the mood for a pretty bright under eye today. We're just going to lift this face. I also like this concealer because it's a nice and thin consistency. So it doesn't like look or feel heavy under the eye, but you still get good coverage, which is nice. I like to bring it up to the sides of the nose contour and then do a skinny little line there, a little dot on the nose. I'm also gonna put some to clean up underneath of here. And then I also put some on the back of my hand to work into my sponge. That way when I blend out under my eye, it doesn't pick up excess. I learned this from Harush, but ever since she said that trick, I've been using it and it truly does work. There's nothing worse than when you go to blend out your concealer and the first like press in under the eye, it just like lifts up all the product and there goes your coverage and it looks blotchy. I'm really excited. I just ordered a new outdoor patio set and I can't wait to finally be able to use my back porch area, and I want to make my outdoor space super cute. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but if you guys are interested in seeing like an outdoor patio transformation, I think I would love to film that. I'm now just going to take a little foundation to cover this right here. I don't want coverage all over my face, but I just want this little guy to be gone. So I'm going to take it with the back side of my cosmetics brush that's like really tiny and just go over that area. And then I'll go back in with the contour just so it blends. But that mark is driving me crazy. I swear it's literally been haunting me for like 3 weeks. Last week it was like a big red welt on the side of my face. Like there was no way I could film a makeup video because it was just looking crazy. So now I'm gonna be taking my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot to prime my eyelid, and I'm gonna bring it pretty far out because I think I want to do a more bold eye look today. It's funny because I feel like I haven't been doing a lot of eyeshadow, that now when I do a bold look, I'm like thinking it is just so excessive over the top. And then when I get into work and like the lighting and stuff that's there just makes everything look so muted. So if I go in with a natural makeup look, it looks like I have no makeup on. So with that being said, Saturday I did a super bold look and I felt like my shadow was like touching my hairline. Going to work, it just looked like a very like subtle, soft glam look. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know. Lately, I don't know if it's just that I'm not inspired, but I just haven't been into bold makeup look and shadow and stuff the way that I used to. So I don't know. I have like no interest in playing with my shadow anymore, but like I want to be interested. Like I miss being creative and doing bold eye looks. I've been really into corals lately. Maybe I should do like a coral type of look. So I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Hill X Morphe Volume 2 palette. I'm gonna mix these two colors and put that on my lid. And I wanna do like a very cat eye angled look. So I'm gonna use a straight edge and I'm gonna start pretty low because I don't want the boldness too high up. I just want it to be a really intense like base. I'm now gonna take a clean brush and just kind of like diffuse those edges. I'm gonna take a little bit of just the Positivity color, like just a hint of it, tap off the excess, and then I'm gonna buff out the edges. I'm gonna start in the center first because as I get to the outer corner, I'm gonna use the straight edge. Now taking a slightly fluffier brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Perfectionist, something a little bit more muted, and that's what we're gonna use to just kind of like do the blend way at the top. And then again, taking the straight edge and just diffusing that. Now I'm gonna take the shade Talia with a tiny brush. I'm gonna wet my brush and pop her right in here. And then just blend this out. Tiny bit of concealer. I take a tiny bit of that concealer and just use that to clean this up. And then pat this in. I'll speed through this other side and play some like chill lo-fi music or something so you guys can just watch. Bit more of the orange color in the palette and just adding a little bit more to the edge just so it pops a little bit more. The powder that I'm not a fan of, but it's great for transition shades like this, and it's a little bit too light for my skin, and it's just the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I love taking colors like this that are similar to my skin tone but a little bit brighter for just like diffusing the edges of the transition colors. It just helps give the look like a super seamless finish. I picked that up with a Morphe M504 brush. It's just like a super fluffy blending brush, and then just really delicately kind of like buff it in the top of my eyebrows. Next, to blow out this inner corner just a hint more, I'm going to take the shade No Joke. It's a bright yellow, and just lightly feather that on the edges of it to blend this shimmer gold into these like matte tones here. Just taking that with a small fluff brush, I'm just going to kind of like pat the edges and then bring it up too. Okay, I'll come back to the eyes. I don't want to do overkill. I'm going to fill in my brows and then finish up the face, and then we'll kind of like see what we need to add, what we need to tweak. So I'm going to take this blush. It's called Cheeky Bits by MAC. It kind of like vibes with the tones on the eyes. It's like a very like coral blushy tone. I'm going to take that with a dense brush like this, and I'm going to apply this the same way I would do like a cream blush and just put it kind of like underneath all of the powders. Now I'm actually going to spray it. I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus. That's different. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beauty Wand. It's a beautiful champagne cream highlighter. I'm going to work that into the side of the brush that we use for the blush. And just tap that on these high points here, along my nose, forehead. So now that we have all of that there, I'm going to take my Kokie translucent powder and do a light sweeping of this all over my face to set everything. I've been loving to use like just like a sheer transparent powder because I find it locks everything in place, but it doesn't let it get cakey. So I'm going to set it with a fluffy brush first, and then I will take a little bit more powder underneath of my eye just because I can't veer from breaking. I'm going to spray my face with my Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray. And then we'll go back in with a little bit of under eye transparent powder, the same Kokie one. I just love how it brightens up the under eye. I'm gonna put some on the sides of my nose first, and underneath of here. Now taking my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder in the shade NC45. I forgot how much I love to use this as bronzer because it gives you the most like smooth airbrush finish to the skin. And I'm going to take that with a Morphe JH05 brush, tap off the excess, and then just buff it into my skin. It gives you the smoothest finish. Gonna move the bake. Gonna spray my face this time with some Fix Plus. Fix Plus just helps melt all the makeup into the skin and prevent it from looking too like powdery or cakey. So now taking this Real Techniques brush and the same blush that we were using earlier, I'm just gonna tap that up here. I'm gonna do a little baking underneath of my jawline here. I think I want to do like a super tight lower lash line, and I'm gonna take the shade My Man and just stamp that like legit right on top of my lashes and honestly like inside of my waterline. I'm gonna take it with a little travel size MAC 212 brush, legit like in my eyeball. So now with a pencil brush, I'm going to take the shade Positivity, more like corally warm tone here, and then just layer that right on top of the orange that we just placed, kind of diffusing it, but again, I want it like super tight to the lash line. So I'm taking that yellow in the palette with the same pencil brush, focusing it in here to kind of diffuse that inner corner into these lower lash line shades. So now I'm getting a super experimental, kind of. I'm taking my MAC mixing medium. Basically what this does is it's like a liquid, it's liquid magic. So you can mix this with shadows, pigments, and you can turn them into like more liquidy consistency to make liners out of them. You can use it with glitters to kind of use it as like glitter glue. You can turn glitters into liners. It's very like multi-purpose. I heard one makeup artist use something like this to make like lipsticks more long wearing. I'm going to try to make a liner out of it by kind of like scraping off a little bit of this shadow and this shadow. Taking a angled brush like this kind of like dipping it in the mixing medium and use it as a liner. So this is kind of trial and error. Normally I'd want to like mix the formula together in maybe like a little petri dish, but I don't have one and I'm honestly kind of lazy. So instead I'm just gonna like work my brush in there, pour a little drop of the mixing medium on the back of my hand, and then like tap the brush with the shadows in there and then make it as liner. So kind of like making a little liquid liner out of it on the back of my hand. And now I'm just gonna press this right on my lash line. It's just adding a little definition. Dang, it literally left like a stain on my hand. Ooh, I have an idea for the lips. Yay, I'm getting inspired. So for the lips, I'm gonna be taking this lip pencil by MAC called Chicory. It's like a really warm, kind of like neutrally brownie tone. I line my lips with this. And then I'm gonna take that blush color and tap it on my lips. And then I'll top it off with this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Amber. And now everything is super monochromatic. All right, so let's do some lashes. I'm just gonna pop on my Amazon false lashes, do some mascara, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Alright you guys, and here you have it. This is the completed makeup look. I am so happy with how it came out. I'm so happy with how inspired I was. Like, you guys have no idea. I've been feeling so down, so unmotivated, so uninspired, and just playing around with these products, trying something different, taking myself out of my comfort zone just really helped make my day so much better. So I encourage you guys, if you're having a hard time or you're just feeling unmotivated, just like do something that used to make you happy, try something new, be creative, and it's helped me, so hopefully it can help you. If you guys did enjoy this look, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every Wednesday and Friday when I upload. I love you all so much. I pray that you all stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Also beware of the mixing medium. It will stay in your hand. All right, bye guys.